Hello, dynamic stars. How are you? Coming to you, as always, to bring your intuition to the fore, to bring you more into your life. I am here and I want to do a reading with the Road to Nowhere deck. And I have been missing my old decks. I really have. And I'm trying to pull back myself to where I was and get more into these readings, the pick of cards like I used to. So have a different setup this time. So first card, Commodification. Second card, Tide. We're going to do 3 piles, so I'm picking the piles now, and then I'll pull up some more cards. Third card, Shadows. So that's what we're going to do. So we pulled out our decks. So deck 1, Commodification. Deck 2, Tide. Deck 3, Shadows. Okay, so now we're going to pull some more cards. We're going to go to deck 1 first. You know I don't normally do it this way, but I'm trying a new thing to see how it works. I have my Magical Dimensions deck. I love that deck. I was doing a little bit of research before this video on ancient Sumerian gods, and because I've just been feeling them around me. Mesopotamian gods, so one of the oldest surviving civilizations that we have record of, and there are tablets for them. So I was deep in contemplation and meditation, so I come to this reading after doing that. So I have no idea what that means and how that'll go, but we're doing pile 1 for those of you who chose pile 1. Commodification, we're just pulling cards. We're gonna pull Magical Dimensions. Then we're gonna do each one separately. Oh yes, my Shamanic medicine cards, yes. I have missed these. So I already know for those who chose pile 1, Commodification, of course, we know the words. What are you commodifying? Yourself, others, your emotions, your feelings, your relationships. Meaning you've given them a set value. And that is the value, period, point blank, nothing else. Why? And is that designation the same now as it was when you put it on, however long ago that was, even if it was last week? There is a horse there. You know, those carnival show horses on the merry-go-rounds? So it gives the illusion of movement. It gives the illusion of everything is moving along, but it doesn't go anywhere. It stays in the same place. Again, with the same idea of what I felt. You put a value on whatever it was, whenever that was, and it needs to be revisited. It needs to be looked at because things have changed. You're not staying in the same place with this job, relationship, your feelings, your emotions. you're in a different place and you don't recognize that. And emotionally, you're acting as if that thing in the past still exists. And everybody else is looking at you like, what you doing? It looks like this over here. It looks like a peacock, but you think it looks like a skunk. What the hell? And you have to change that. Then we have your card here, Heart Portal. So this very much seems like it's about your relationship to yourself, your relationship to others. I'm gonna pull this. We have drum. Whose drum are you beating to? Your own or others? You have to awaken to your sense of truth in the situation. There is an actual horse in this picture as well. So movement needs to happen. Movement can happen once you shift and move into where things are currently. All right, and that is for those. So an idea that pops into my mind is it might be time for you to ask the difficult questions that you never wanted to ask, that you are afraid to hear the answer to. You need to wake up and find the courage inside to voice those questions you don't want to hear the answers to. At this point, you might be surprised what those answers are going to be, but you won't know until you ask. All right. Now we're going to move on to pile 2, Tide. In this picture, this is the old way of getting married. You just had a ritual of hand tying with one another. A beautiful older tradition. So it seems today's readings are all about relationships. You could also be tied to someone, something that you no longer wanted to be tied to. You might want to watch pile 1 if you're getting this. It looks like bars to me. I know there are trees and it's supposed to be nature, but it's reading like there are bars around, limitations, obstacles, things trapping you in this situation, this relationship, this argument. So maybe that's what happened, because that literally is popping into my mind. Maybe there was an argument between 2 people that are very close to one another, and you haven't been able to get past that. And there are obstacles or structural pieces in the situation keeping you at a distance. Let's pull the Shamanic medicine cards. You're together, but there are things that are opposing on different sides. And you have to figure out what you want to do. And the other person has to do that as well. But neither one is budging. Stone people. Knowing. So with this card, the stone people have been here for millennia. And they are a set of energies, spirits that can give you guidance. And of course, they're stone. They're very, of course, they represent the very essence of grounding. So in this situation, you are in need of, yes, traditional grounding. Go put your back against a tree, grab some black crystals, tourmaline, black obsidian, my favorite anthracite, coal, and just really center yourself. But more so than that, what is your foundational belief about this situation? Because when you think of stone, it's foundation, right? What is at the bottom? What is your, this is how I feel. This is what I believe. You don't even need to know why you feel this way. But what is that? Do you know what it is? Maybe you need to sit down and really uncover and peel off some layers, because that is what's coloring the situation, why you're having an obstacle with this person, whether it is a relationship, a love relationship, friend relationship, work relationship, or your relationship to work, your hobby, whatever that challenging situation is for you. You need to look and delve deep within yourself to see what you really want or what you really believe, because that's the stumbling block here. You're not really clear about where and what you want. You think you do, but you really don't. Let's see our Magical Dimensions deck. Challenges, blocks, fears, negativity, betrayal. So there it is. There it is. That's exactly what it is. So you're blocking this situation because you have internal fears. So when I see this card, some of these figures look very not fully 3D present. They sort of look like shadows or projections, right? Not fully here, blurred. This is what I was feeling with this whole situation. There is a non-clarity with the emotions. You are the one that is watching this video, so I feel it is you. Maybe it's the other person, or maybe there's unclear elements in the situation. You must understand what those challenges are and do your best to unearth them and uncover them. Because up at the top, you can see there is a celestial knowing and a celestial availability, access, so that you can gain the information that you need to move forward. I don't really care for all of the confusion down towards the bottom there. That smoke, that haze is blurred. It doesn't look like it will help you. It looks like it will pull you down and mire you further in this situation. So you have to get yourself as far away from that as possible and get to the clarity towards the top. And if that means you need to, and I'm going to say it, change your thinking, look from a different perspective, then that's what needs to happen, whether it's comfortable or not. And this is a relationship where, from this card, you guys are in something that has some value, has some real depth and some longevity. It feels like this has been in place for a while. For some of you, it's a decade or more. For others, it's like 5 years. And yet for others, it may just feel like a long time, because, and here goes that part, this is a situation that is carrying over from lifetime to lifetime. Something that is not easily broken. Can't even speak. So it's not something you want to break right now. It is something that you want to fix. So pull out of the mire of uncertainty, non-clarity, and work to hold on, because this is not a situation to break apart. All right, that is what I have for you, pile 2. And pile 3, shadows. I get Medusa from this. Do you see the two serpents intertwined and they're like terrified of each other? And then you see the woman in stone right there. It just feels like Medusa. It feels like Medusa's snakes saw each other and almost turned Medusa herself into stone. And we see the skull sitting right next to them. And then we see this odd shadowy face over here. Can you see that? So there's a lot happening in your situation. Pile threes, are you working towards, I'm just going to say it, are you working towards trying to fool someone else? Are you in a process of maybe doing a little bit of mental manipulation or psychic manipulation of others, where you kind of gaslight them because at this moment in time, there are things that you want that you're not getting through the normal means. Everything is being done through shadows, through subterfuge. What is it that you actually want that you don't think you can get through the normal means? You know? Why are you working through the shadows? Is it because you want a pleasure that is maybe illicit and you don't really want everyone to know, so you're moving in ways that puts up appropriate barriers? Walls? Oh yeah, wallpaper. So if that is what you're going for, we need to do some shadow work, because if you can't be yourself, if you can't express who you're supposed to be for yourself, to yourself, and to the world, then ultimately you're not bringing forth the you that's supposed to be. And that is our goal as humans. We're supposed to bring back that spark that we came with to the world. We each add something important. And if you're moving in this clandestine way, you're actually not sharing your deepest self with the world. Why? What are you scared of? What's the concern? Maybe you're not scared. What's the concern? Let's pull a magical dimensions deck. Of course, I hear necromancy. You're doing certain things to keep certain things hidden. I mean, whatever means you use is valid. I have no problems with that. To each their own, whatever they want to do, whatever you want to do. But ultimately, if that's who you are, you should say. Illumination. You can't make this stuff up. So we have shadows with illumination. So we need to illuminate the darkness. And if that darkness is who you are, if you are that person, do it. Who cares? The people that you're trying to keep in your cipher, they don't need to be there, because they are not really matching who you are. And this is why you're feeling like you need to hide, because you're around the wrong set of people. You have to find people of your kin and just rock with it. It's hard. I know it's hard. It took me years and years and years before, I outed myself to this point to do all of this, online, in front of, potentially thousands, millions of people. But I'm happier now, and I'm going more towards my destiny. Okay? Yeah, it took me decades. I'm here to help you trust and believe that you can do it, not in decades, maybe in a couple of years. Yes, you have to work through it and your challenges. But what you're doing is not for your best interest. It's going to hinder your progress. Use some crystals to uplift your energy, to give you the strength to do and say what you need to say to the people you need to say it to. I am drawn now to look up crystals and read it. Didn't do it for the others, but for you, I want to do that. Amplification. You have a natural affinity and an attraction to the shining world of crystals. These conscious allies are happy to assist with healing, connection, work, protection, whatever it is you need. Crystals have the power to enhance and strengthen and energize. This card is reminding you to connect with crystals on a regular basis. A shaman recognizes all of nature is alive and that all beings have spirit. Right now, you would benefit from the life force that runs through, the mineral kingdom. So, for you to illuminate who you are, go into a crystal shop and just wander. Nothing in mind, just wander. Put your hands over the crystals wherever you feel like a little, gentle touch. Pick up that crystal, hold on to it, and see how you feel. This is going to help you. That crystal that you find, or those crystals that you find, will help you to move to that place where you will be fine with moving out of the shadows, illuminating who you are, and that will help, okay? Your message is simple. You just have to have the courage, and maybe one of the stones that you need to get is to bring you some courage. You need to work on the sacral chakra to really get into the self and your willpower and expressing yourself. Probably need to get more into the yellows and the oranges of the world, that brightness, to feel more confident about expressing. Yes, green aventurine is just coming to mind. Rock with it if it rocks with you. Drop it if it doesn't. But I'm feeling like green aventurine would do very, very, very well. Yes, green stones are for the throat chakra, but I feel that you will benefit. And I'm just going to read something. I'm going to grab something from a book for you. It says guiding principles for a man on the path. Man, woman, they, them, starseed. I'm going to pull a message for you. Message for pile 3 on how, a message just to help them to pull out of the shadows and shine and show people who they are. A man on the path never forgets that everything is always subject to change. You can't make that stuff up. So my dear pile 3, things are about to change. You're going to change them, and it'll be fine. So I hope this message has been helpful. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Oh, and I want to talk to you about some new crystals that I got through Lumoona. I'm going to talk about it next, okay? See you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, so I just opened a package from Lumoona, brand new crystals. It's some sort of subscription that I saw on Instagram. I probably can't see it. It says, in your bag you have received the below 2 products, Rainbow Aura Quartz and an Amethyst Crystal Cluster. So I'm going to see what it is, sharing it with you guys. Azurite 22, coming to you as always. I'm not sure this is going to bring your intuition to the fore, but it's going to bring mine, hopefully. Okay, so I'm opening it. Ooh. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I love these things. This is basically a titanium quartz. I have one of these, but this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Rainbow Aura Quartz, Rainbow Titanium Quartz, same kind of thing. Isn't it gorgeous? Okay, what's the other one supposed to be? Amethyst Crystal Cluster. Oh, yeah. You see? Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the sparkle. So I have these 2 beautiful things and I love them. See, I joined the yearly one, so I only pay for the shipping of these things. So every month now I'm supposed to get, something new and fabulous. So I think I like it. Anyway, just wanted to share this. And if you're interested, I'll put the link below so this way, you can join in and have a monthly crystal new baby to add to your collection for only shipping. Not bad, right? Okay.